As you all know, Disney and Lucasfilm are currently focused on not just the rise of Skywalker, but also a handful of live-action TV series, as well as the new Star Wars trilogy. Today, we will be going over the first official look of the live-action TV series for Disney Plus called Star Wars The Mandalorian, written by Jon Favreau. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. So, let's get right into it. It's a very short trailer. It's like a minute and a half long, and I gotta say, I am very impressed. It has been pretty much, beyond my expectations of what I just saw, of what was revealed over at D23, and eventually publicly released online. So, in the very beginning here, we have a handful of Stormtrooper helmets that are actually dug into the dust, and this is all said to take place on the world of Tatooine. Now, as you can see here, we do see a total of 4 Stormtrooper helmets, and you can see how they're really aiming to make this a very medieval-esque film, as well as a Western movie at the same exact time. If we actually move ahead here, you can see that there are Stormtrooper helmets pretty much on poles or spears here. This is yet another nice little callback to, of course, medieval times. And from what it seems, Disney and Lucasfilm, they really love to borrow elements from the medieval era. And that's exactly what they're doing here in The Mandalorian. Like I say, everything ranging from how the buildings were set, how the set designs are. I'm very impressed with everything so far. The Lucasfilm logo. And we have this beautiful wide shot. Now, this is actually said to be the Mandalorian's dedicated ship and/or shuttle. That's going to be a big thing in the Star Wars universe. By the way, guys, Season 2 has been approved. They will be moving forward and filming this October of 2019. Now, in case you guys did not know, they filmed parts of this over in the UK and other parts over in Scotland, from what's actually been said. You can really see that this is a very complex scene. Now, what Jon Favreau actually said about The Mandalorian Season 1 is that he approached this TV series as if he was shooting a very own movie, and that's exactly why it looks so high budget. Each and every episode, I believe, was at $10 million an episode, and that really does show. You can really see the CGI, you can see the cinematography and how great it looks. I gotta tell you, I love the Easter eggs. Carl Weathers here looks fantastic, one of my favorite actors of all time. I don't know if you guys are a Rocky fan or if you've watched the Rocky movies, but Carl Weathers is the man, and I'm so glad to see him a part of The Mandalorian, along, of course, with Nick Nolte. So, over here we have a brand new world, by the way. There are going to be new worlds that will be explored, not just in the mid-rim, but also in the outer rim. Tatooine, of course, is going to be the main actual planet in, of course, The Mandalorian. So this is basically our first official look at The Mandalorian from behind. He's actually coming off board from what it seems of a ship. There's Gina's character. I like the lighting, I gotta say. If I had to say anything about the cinematography, it really does remind me of Rogue One, A Star Wars Stories, or maybe even a mixture of that and Star Wars A New Hope. Just the way the color looks. I gotta tell you, Jon Favreau really knows what he's doing. Here, this looks like the world of Tatooine once again. You can really tell that there is some kind of sunset in the background there from the Twin Suns. Again, like I say, this is almost reminding me here of the Rogue One, A Star Wars Story scene between Jyn Erso and her mother. And here we have these new Death Troopers. It seems like this is basically kind of going back to Rogue One, A Star Wars Story once again. In case you guys did not know, The Mandalorian takes place roughly 3 years after the events of Return of the Jedi. We have a ton of new characters. This is our first front official look of The Mandalorian. By the way, guys, this character is not Boba Fett. I know a lot of people are getting confused over that, but he does look like Boba Fett. He's a Mandalorian after all. He's got the Mandalorian armor, and it's hitting Disney Plus on November 12th. So you can really see how we have like a brand new type of AT-ST here. They're actually upgrading everything related to that. We will be getting new versions of the AT-STs in the Mandalorian TV series. And you can really see just how much it looks like Rogue One. Now, by the way, they confirmed that this is not IG-88. It's a different droid, but it's definitely modeled after IG-88. And I gotta say, I love the action. Everything looks perfect. Everything looks amazing. And the way that they actually edited this all together, it really does impress me, I will say. When we look at the TV series, we often think that, it's not going to be as high value as a movie. And I gotta say, I'm very impressed to see what Jon Favreau put together. And here we go, here we have a real dark moment, which it looks like this guy's body's going to get cut in half here from the door closing in on him. Right there, boom, and then it goes over to the iconic moment, a nice callback to Han Solo, when basically we got that epic moment in The Empire Strikes Back. Now we're getting it with other characters in The Mandalorian. This is what I love about Jon, is that he's really going back to the other Star Wars elements and putting that into this TV series. That's the new villain here. We have the new villain. That's one of the new villains, by the way. There's a total of 3 of them, 3 main villains in The Mandalorian Season 1. That's our first glimpse at the first one. And there we have it, the official logo. It almost reminds me of the Iron Man logo, to be honest, because we do know that Jon Favreau, wrote Iron Man 1 back in 2008, so that makes sense. So yeah, guys, I would love to hear what you all have to say about The Mandalorian Season 1. I cannot wait to see exactly what they have in store for Disney+. Today, they just confirmed the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series, and of course, the Cassian Andor TV series is moving forward, and everything is really coming together with those 2 live-action TV series. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.